of Inside the Mind of a Blerd. I am ScubaSteve, and today we have another gaming episode. I'm here with Alpha and Bo. You guys, how was your week today? How was your week this week, Alpha?
Pretty good, Try to do Pokemon Showdown. Technical difficulties, family emergency just wasn't in my favor.
I feel you because my computer, I definitely tried to do it from this desktop that I tried to build, and this shit was not working with me at all. Bo, how was your week?
My week was pretty chill. I just basically just cleaned out my custom built PC. I took it out and then I just cleaned it out because it looked very dusty. So yep, I had to clean it out. I bought I looked up some shit to how to clean up PC, and I got this little brush over here to clean the inside and then the keyboard as well and some other stuff. So it's very customable, you can see. So I did some detail cleaning, so that was a fun experience. Apart from that, I'll just be playing some games as well. I was playing the Medium earlier today on PC. It's pretty fun. It's a very interesting game, I could say that. I'm actually enjoying that game more in my downtime. And that's about it. My week was chill. Oh, and Pizza gave me a free pizza because they fucked up my order. I complained like a Karen, and they replied back to me, "We're sorry about your last order. Here's your free large pizza, any size, any topping you want, free on us." I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks, bitches. I'm like, okay.
Happy to help.
Happy to help.
Google, you're funny.
Google. So for this week or whatever, I've just been watching a little anime. I'm still participating heavy on that Watcher Challenge. This week, I watched Keep Your Hands Off Azoken. That shit was really fucking good. It's about a female mangaka, kind of. It's really good. It was in the New York Times or whatever, and shout out to the lost homie from Black Anime. He was like, watch that shit. So I had it on my list, and I just finally completed it. Also, I've been reading a lot of comics to try to catch up, so I can have some kind of knowledge whenever we drop that joint. So, but this is gonna be a gaming episode, so I'm going to commandeer to the new host for today, which is Bo. So, Bo, take us away.
All right, cool. So today we'll be talking about different kinds of RPG. We'll be looking into what they are and how you can tell what kind of RPG game it is. And we can also dive deep into the difference between an open world RPG and an MMO RPG, because I know some people get it confused of what type of RPG it is at the time. I'm going to basically just start with some few games. I'll say we can name a few games and we'll just go from there. Let's say I will start with let's start with what game should we start with? Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Final Fantasy is obviously a JRPG game, in my opinion, because the reason I say that because it's basically made in Japan, because it's made by Square Enix, which is the company that made the Final Fantasy game. Is a Japanese company. So which is considered a JRPG game, and RPG games are basically games that you can basically customize your character and do all kinds of things, or be whoever you want to be. Final Fantasy, like I said, you can switch characters, and last one you get to play as Nox and his friends. You can basically switch back and forth between them. So that's kind of like what RPG is. Basically using more than one character to fight enemies in a way. It's like a turn-based game in a way. Some RPG games like that. So most of the turn-based RPG games are mostly games that look like they're animated, that could be an anime type of version of it. So Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. What I want to be a good example. But you get idea. Those are there we go. Those are basically all JRPG games. So as for ARPG games, basically any game that could basically like anime style type of game. Dragon Quest could also be categorized as an anime as a ARPG. What other games got? We got Genshin, which is also like basically like an ARPG game, which has an open world as well. Open world to it as well, because open world, some RPG games you can basically like have open world as well, because you can explore the places and just do whatever you want. You don't have to like play the story, just explore and enjoy the sightseeing in in open worlds RPG games, which is basically what Genshin Impact is. You can categorize it as ARPG anime style or open world RPG game, and you basically like I said, use any character you want in that game and just customize it however you want it to customize to get stronger and play however you want. Now, another games like open world, I would say some games, let's say, I would say Horizon would consider an RPG game because basically you can customize the character.
Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say that's categorized as an RPG game. Although it does have like an action adventure, it's also like a role-playing game because you basically playing as a chick who basically can use any weapon that she finds, and you can customize the weapon. So it's open. Basically, that could categorize as an open world. That's Horizon Zero Dawn can consider is an open world style game, RPG game as well, and it's that category. But let's see.
Grand
If you
Theft
get
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, yeah, it can definitely be considered RPG game because you're basically playing a role as whoever you are playing as in Grand Theft Auto. I know in San Andreas you played as some CJ. I can't remember if it was a thug or some kind of drug dealer, but anyway, CJ was everything. Ex-convict, there we go. Yeah, CJ was ex-convict, and you gotta play him as him. So, I mean, yeah.
I was about to say because I don't really know like the differences, so I guess this is my chance to like ask y'all. So, Grand Theft Auto would be an RPG. So, would that also make what kind of RPG would Spider-Man or something like that be? Because you got to build the character up.
Well, Spider-Man is mostly like a action adventure. Although we all know Spider-Man is just. We all know his moves and ability. It's just Spider-Man. You can't really do anything much but just be Spider-Man. Now, in role-playing games, when a game that's considered role-playing games means that you can customize the character however you want. You can use different weapons, different play style. Spider-Man just has one play style, which doesn't categorize as a RPG game, and it's basically just like although it does have like open world, it's basically not an open place world. It's basically just New York's Manhattan. That's about it. You can't really explore any place besides Manhattan.
Oh, okay. Because I know like what is it, Grounded that we've been playing? Is that considered? What is that considered? Like I don't even know how those are considered RPG or if those are considered.
Yeah, so RPG games are basically games that you can basically like build up a character and like use like different styles of like weapon or play style. Grounded is Pokemon could be an RPG game because you basically like build like a Pokemon character.
And it's open world, technically.
It's open world. So so games that you can play, like let's say like a good RPG game, like I will give an example for, is basically like a Dungeons and Dragons like RPG games because they have like a bunch of them online that you could play. So you can basically like the games that like you like pick whatever you want to be. Like you could be like a knight, a sorcerer, a mage, an archer, and then you can just customize the class that you pick. That's basically what the RPG game is. Basically, you get to pick a role and then play it the way you want to play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's y'all favorite RPGs?
Pokemon.
I about to
I
say
like.
if that's the
Yeah.
case, Pokemon got to be it for me.
Yeah, because the Pokemon does have the RPGs as well. So yeah, the Pokemon definitely is in the category of RPG. Mine will definitely be, I would say, Final Fantasy, because I play that a lot. When I have put more hours in Genshin Impact, I would say like a Final Fantasy game, because Final Fantasy games they always have like story driven like story, and I like to try out the different cast you can use in the game whenever each new one comes out. I think they are releasing a new Final Fantasy game in PS5 soon. I'm not quite sure if that's true. I think it was Final Fantasy 16. I gotta look into it and see if that's true. I think it's just online gameplay. So I'm not quite sure. I'll look into that. But yeah, I would say Final Fantasy is definitely one of my best RPG games to play.
Shit,
Okay.
I couldn't even count how many hours I put in Pokemon.
Man, I done beat Pokemon like so many different ways. I did one where I like as soon as I got my Pokemon, I caught like a Pidgey and a Rattata and I deposited my starter and tried to beat the game that way. Like I've done all sorts of different ways for like Pokemon Red and Blue and shit like that and Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
The last Pokemon game I beat was in Nintendo 64. That's about it. I haven't touched most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've touched Pokemon Go on the phone, but then again, they're like, yeah, I don't really. I got tired of going out trying to capture Pokemon. So like, I'm just gonna stay at my house. But I'm going to try to get Pokemon.
Play Showdown with us.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll play. Oh yeah, I don't mind playing.
I
Yeah.
about to say, and also we be playing Sword and Shield. I don't know if Alpha has Sword and Shield yet.
Nah,
But
I don't even have a Switch.
oh shit. Like
Yeah.
like before the football season started, me, Leak and Lito from Worst Gen would do Pokemon raids on Sword and Shield or whatever.
I remember
That shit
seeing y'all mention that before.
Yeah, that shit was actually dope. So if y'all ever get a chance to fucking get that shit, y'all can get on there with us.
Yeah. Because I don't mind. I was thinking of getting Pokemon, but I don't know which one I should get. If I just get Sword or Shield, it doesn't really matter which one I should get. Because I know the whole difference is that there are different types of generations in each game from Sword and Shield.
Oh, speaking of Sword and Shield, did you know that they're the second highest grossing Pokemon game since Gold and Silver?
Oh yeah,
For
I
real.
saw that. Yeah, I saw. I read how much they made and how compared to other Pokemon games that they have like Gold and Silver, it definitely is the highest grossing like right now. So
That expansion pack really like took off because when that shit, because I know Pokemon like people had stopped playing it for a minute, and then when they dropped these last two expansion packs that they did, them shits took off. Like we was back on that shit like every day for like a month, but
oh yeah, and I think the expansion also. I think I can't remember where I read it from, but I think you can basically like import Pokemons from different from Sword and then to Shield and then from Shield to Sword. I can't remember if I read that right.
you can do that, and you can get your joints from Pokemon Go, and you can upload them onto Sword and Shield as well.
Oh, so then they're all connected. That's pretty neat. Okay, yeah, because I did read somewhere that they can like try import like Pokemons from both games.
Yeah, they just as soon as they get there from Pokemon Go though, they be like level 5, so you gotta build them all the way back up. You know what I'm saying? But you still get the motherfuckers. Like that's the whole. You know what I'm saying? That's the point.
That's not bad.
But yeah. So so you said RPGs and then MMOs. What are the MMOs? What's the background with those?
So MMOs are basically what MMO stands for Massive Multiplayer Online. So basically, it's it's RPG games that you can basically like link up with your friends, and then you can see other people in the world as well. So if you like just like run around doing quests and shit, you can see like a random person, like a random real player, just like walk past by you, like killing other monsters on the side. So like a good let's
World of
see.
Warcraft.
Well, yeah, World of Warcraft is definitely a good example for that. Um, Destiny is also a very good example because whenever you're like in exploring in the area, you see different like guardians like roaming around, killing like different enemies, and you can also like join in and help them as well. So basically, MMORPGs are basically games that you can play you can play with your friends, and then you can basically like meet random people in different servers in the world.
So Division.
Division two, Division as well. And speaking of Division, I believe Division is now a partner with Capcom to celebrate Resident Evil's 25th anniversary. So right now they have like a little
Zombie mode.
zombie mode eventing that you could like get outfits for Leon, Chris and Leon, and then Claire. So that's going on right now.
So like DC Universe was a MMO, huh?
Yes. DC Universe Online is definitely an MMORPG game because you can basically like see a bunch of like random created heroes around. So
okay, so now I'm starting to learn. Like I play the game a lot, but I just didn't know what these different category really was.
Grand Theft Auto was both.
Yeah, MMO online.
Because I have like online version and then I have like the regular version. So it definitely is both. So it is also categorized as an MMORPG game because you do have like the heist mode where you can like link up with people and then rob banks and shit and like do all kind of heists. So yeah.
That's like Red Dead. I'd be playing. Everybody be playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm the only one that's still playing Red Dead. Like that shit is fire, but they don't never update it or nothing. They just keep updating Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, dude.
Almost 10 years for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, 10 years.
Bro, and they still upload that shit. But on Red Dead, I can't even rob a bank yet. Still. Haven't done no updates on that shit. I
think they're not putting too much effort in the Red Dead Online anymore because I think they're trying to like get Grand Theft Auto 6 up and running.
Just did us dirty. So I'm about to say, what else did you have for the topic?
Let's see. All right, so I could definitely dive. Let's see. We talk about ARPG and JRPG games. There's also other games as well.
What you prefer?
There you go. Me, I play all types of RPG games, but mostly I rather prefer RPG games where I can basically do different things. Like if I could, like let's say, like if I could pick a class and then I could like pick a class, or basically I want to play a game where I could pick a class and then customize it the way I want to customize it. So like I like to play games that you can like, you want to be a knight, you could be a knight. You want to be an archer, you could be an archer. You want to be a sorcerer's knight, you can be a sorcerer's knight. So that's kind of RPG games that I like to play. So Genshin Impact is one of the games that I do enjoy because not every character on Genshin is the same. They all have different play style. They all use different type of element. They're not like there's not like one character is the same. Every character is different with different element and different play style. And some may be OP and some may be a game changer. Some might be like a support. That's why I like Genshin a lot. And I also play games like Division 2 because Division is fun as well. Because like I said, I like to play games that I get to decide how I want to build my character up. Because if I just play a role playing game that I don't like get to like customize my character and get to pick how I want to play that, then the role playing game is not really that fun to me. Like it is less customization to it. Like let's say like all I could just do is just like customize the face and that's it. And it's not really that fun of a game. Like I like to play role playing games that I get to customize the details of my character whenever I get to play like role playing games like what was the other one I was saying? Like the Division 2.
Black Desert?
Yes, I did play Black Desert. I did play for like at least a year and then I stopped. One of the reasons because every MMO games, you play MMORPG games and you know that there's always a grind section to it. Basically, Black Desert is basically a second and third job. So you basically have to leave for that game to like progress in that game. And it's basically Black Desert is at the end game. The end game is basically PvP, and I'm not all up into PvP because I rather have like a little bit of PvE and then PvP. And then PvP, the difference between the PvP and PvE is that PvE stands for player versus environment, and then PvP is player versus player. I don't like to have player versus players. I don't have an RPG game that's mostly like player versus player, and then a little bit of PvE, which is not really. Yeah, I like the Division 2 is definitely a game that I like.
Division.
Yeah, I fell off. I fell off in last. Well, I did play the last DLC, but I will try and get back into it. I believe this week, so just to see how it feels. Because I know they added like a bunch of new,
added way more guns,
more specializations, more. I don't know if they added a new raid yet, but basically more of more modes, I guess, and a different mode I believe that added. They had this thing called
I heard it was adding survival back in.
Yeah, they added it. They added survival back. Yeah, they added survival back, and they have this thing like you have to like hunt down. Hunt. There we go. It's hunt. Basically, you have to kill specific spies or agents, and then you have to find the rogue agent. After you kill all of them, you gotta find the rogue agent and kill it to kill the rogue agent. And the rogue agent is kind of tough to like beat. So.
Okay. So, what you prefer more, Alpha, RPG or MMO? I don't know if we got to.
I'm gonna say RPG. Like the only MMO I really played was Final Fantasy. It's at 5.15.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, for me,
so
like
15 was an MMO.
I'm about to say, I think if MMO online counts, then I prefer MMOs because of the Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, shit like that. So, and then like shit, just the other day, Meebo and Aaron was playing Grounded, and I enjoyed that one too. Even though they left me hanging this weekend, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
We did let the fucking message on Discord.
They left me hanging. I was in. I made extra beds and everything for everybody, and ain't nobody show up. So,
yeah, Grounded is a fun game. Yeah, Grounded is more
like Will Smith.
Yeah,
first finish the last episode.
I was just like, damn. I put lights everywhere because like it'd be dark or whatever and shit. So I got lights all over the city now and all over the backyard and shit, trying to fucking have a way to get to this and shit. I was all like, yeah, when they get here, I'm gonna have this bitch decked out. And then the niggas never showed up. But it's all good.
Yeah. Let's see.
State of Decay is an RPG.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm starting to
it's an RPG per se, but it's close to.
Well, State of Decay is actually categorized as an RPG because I did look up State of Decay. So it is basically an RPG because you basically do play however you want to play. So you can be you could save the survivor or you could kill the survivor. So, like I said, you can basically do everything you want to do. You can play the hero or the bad guy.
Okay. So what is so games like, because I know Hitman is about to come out or whatever. They just announced that they're about to start production on another Hitman game and stuff like that. It's out already?
Yeah, it's out. Hitman 3 is out already.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was about to say
all consoles.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely get that. Probably gonna get that as soon as we get offline because that's one of my favorite games. But what is that? Is that an RPG or is that what is that considered?
It's
Action adventure.
Action adventure.
Oh, that's it. There's not one of those categories.
No, because Hitman, you can't really. I mean, you basically play a Hitman because that's about it. You can't really customize agents. You can't really customize. What's his name again? Agent 76? Oh no,
47.
47. There go. You can't really customize Agent 47 because it's always going to be the same guy, bald guy with a barcode behind his neck. So that's who's on me. Now you can choose. You can basically like customize your own agent and pick who you want to play as. Like you can customize how agent for this. You can customize your own agent, and yeah, that would be considered role playing because there has to be some type of creation involved for it to be yeah. There has to be some. Yeah.
So like Fallout and shit is RPG.
Yeah, Fallout is definitely an RPG.
Yeah, shout out to Fallout 4, but not that 76 shit. That shit was trash. But shoot, other than that, what else? You had RPG, you had MMO, you had AGP,
ARPG. Yeah. And then JRPG.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now we know the differences, kind of. Well, I pretty much have learned a lot more than what I did know before. Shit, honestly and truthfully.
Yeah.
Alpha, you had some more gaming questions?
Bo, even though I'm a player myself, how is the medium?
The medium is very interesting to play. I would say that. Because I do want to see how this all goes down at the end. Because basically, they give you the one-liner that basically, like how those horror movies, like you get the call from someone and then it says all starts from here or something like that. That's what the medium basically went to that route is. So like now I'm trying to figure out to see how it all ends. Like what's going on? Like is something going on in the world or is just in a particular place that you're going at right now? So basically the medium is basically a mystery kind of scare in a way. The only thing is that I feel like the character you play as isn't that as interesting as a character to get to know as, because she's just like I don't know how to put it. Nah. It's like there we go. Nancy, that's what I bet. Because but it is fun to see. It is interesting to see like how she uses her powers to like solve things and find things in the what she's trying to like get down to it. Because at the I'm not really spoiling the story, but basically the game starts off with showing a dead girl it all starts with a dead girl. That's basically how it's going. It all starts with a dead girl, and then you basically go to this place to find out what's going on, what's basically going on. So that's where I'm at right now. So I mean, it's interesting. The way you play as soon as you play the first half of the 20-25 minutes of the game, you now start to play as one half of the regular side and then one half of the medium side. So there's basically be things that you can do on the regular side that you can do on the regular side, but you can do on the medium side, and you will see that as you progress through the game. So, which is interesting because it's like basically two words in one game. So,
that's different.
Yeah.
So I just saw Hitman came out January 20th. God damn it, Bo. Bo's news. What happened? Why I
We
didn't
did.
know that.
No,
No,
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't look too much into Hitman, but yeah, I did. It did popped up like as soon as we got up that day. It did pop up. I saw like Hitman 3 trailer for it. Of it that coming out that week. Like, oh well, I guess someone's gonna find out eventually.
oh yeah, I found out now. God damn it. But did y'all see the announcement of NCAA today?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they bringing back NCAA college football.
But it's under EA.
It's under EA. So I don't know how you feel about that.
EA games for basketball wise, it's
non-existent.
not that decent. The last one that came out, they did try to go a different route. They did basically try to pull a 2K, like you get to create your own character and basically take him through the whole like my career experience. That didn't go too well. I mean, as far as I could say, that EA should just stick to football, like soccer. Like that's been going on. They'll be doing a great job with that game. That UFC and
UFC was fire.
Yeah, UFC is definitely fire. They should definitely just stick to that. Soccer, UFC, golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
I ain't played that golf joints.
Oh, that the Tiger Woods, the PGA golf gonna be lit sometimes. Like I'll be like playing. I'd be like, because one day I was like, let me just try this game because since I have EA, since Game Pass has like EA now, I was like, let me just try a PGA game. I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of fun. I used to play like golf games, but it's like one of those like cartoony type of golf games, like how like some kind of power up, like you like swing the ball and then it has the power up to like destroy it, to like land in one place instead of like moving. Like that type of games I used to play golf games. So, but regular golf is like fun as well. So,
okay,
yeah.
Shoot, I gotta get on that. Alva, how you feel about the new announcement?
College football.
Yeah,
Happy is bad, but it's years too late.
Think so?
Yeah, I just feel it's not going to transition well.
Because I know they stopped in 2016 or 15.
16.
16. Yeah, and like the whole problem with it was because the characters, the college players was like, y'all making money off us, and meanwhile we still not getting paid. So I guess they let the shit die down for a little bit, and now they just gonna try to pretend like that shit didn't ever happen. But I'm like, I feel like them kids is gonna do the same thing. I give it like 2 or 3 years before they doing the same thing. Like, when are y'all gonna start paying us?
It's a never-ending circle.
Yeah, I think they just swept it under the rug for a little bit, and then they figured like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like now it should be safe now because all those people should be in the NFL, or you know what I'm saying, going on with their life. So now I feel like they just kind of just doing this now, but I definitely feel like they're gonna complain, and I give it about 2 or 3 years before it's gonna be back to where it was. They're gonna have to shut it down again, or they're gonna have to pay these kids.
I think they should like at least do some kind of like, what's it called? Some kind of scholarship or something. Like, if they're going to put them in the video game, like if they're going to put their face in the video game, I think they should definitely get paid for it because, I mean, they didn't get the rights to them to like go and put their face in the game. They just be like, because, they could just make the college basketball or football game, and they just put their face in it, and kids who like do watch that game to be like, hey, you're in the video game, yay! I bet you get paid. I'm like, nope, I don't get paid for it at all. And
that's why I used to put numbers and no name.
Yeah, they used to put numbers instead of names, and then I don't even think they really had their faces in there. They more just so had like, if somebody had dreads, they would give that person dreads. but it didn't necessarily look identical to the college player. Yeah. So I think, but in a sense, you still had some of those people that was on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Like they was still on the cover of the game. So it's like I'm on the cover of it and I'm not getting paid nothing. So I feel like that might be a problem.
Yeah, like at least a compensation for putting my face on the cover of a college basketball game. Because I think they did that. They did it. Let's see. Last college basketball game I ever did play was on the N64. I can't remember who was on the face cover. I think it was what was it called? Was it 1999 or 99? It was college basketball 99 on N64.
I know they ain't came out with a college basketball game in forever.
Yeah.
Like, let me see.
Yeah, ain't no way they're gonna do one.
Yeah.
Because of March Madness and shit like that. That's too much. I feel like the last one was Blake Griffin, huh? 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they ever gonna come out with that again. But yeah, I just wanted to know because I was really thinking like how they gonna reimburse these people. Only thing I can think of is they could probably put like mascots on the cover instead of actually putting the players. That's the only way you can really work around that. Other than that, like you're gonna get somebody that's gonna be fired up about it and they're gonna be complaining and shit. Well, so as far as like video games online or whatever, are you still playing The Walking Dead, Alpha?
I'm gonna start back in sometime this week, but I have to do it a different way to play it because for some reason my camera not registering to my Xbox.
Okay. Because I was wondering if you ever because you only did the first episode, right?
First 3 seasons.
No, I'm saying the first episode of the 4th season.
Yeah.
Or did you?
Yeah, I did.
You start? Okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to buy it, but I was all like I wanted to see which route you take, or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta actually edit mad video for YouTube.
That's our video editor right there, Alpha. So once we start now, this is really what our first video. So once we start getting these videos going, that's gonna be that's gonna be Alpha Forte. So,
hey, give me something to do.
Yeah.
Shoot, Bo. Since we here, you streamed the Medium, and then the other stream before that was what? Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris. I streamed Tetris. It was actually a fun game. Like, I actually like enjoyed the Tetris game because it was different. Like, sure, it was a Tetris game, but whenever because when you play Tetris, it starts getting faster. So when you play this Tetris game, as soon as Tetris comes with like a music in the background. So as you're playing it, you hear beats, beats as you play. And then as soon as it starts speeding up, you start hearing song and the beat starts getting like hard, like louder and louder. Well, not louder, but it starts singing songs, like the lyrics to the song. Like okay, it's pretty interesting. It's like, you're playing Tetris, you're chilling, and then you just like hear songs that's playing in the background just randomly. And it just depends on the stages, like of Tetris. Like there's different stages to like different music to it. So it's definitely one of those games that it's a different type of Tetris. So
okay, this the y'all playing any other games currently right now?
2K at the moment. There's something different from Madden, and I will be playing a medium.
Yeah.
Pro.
Okay. I am getting back into Hellblade. I am trying to finish that one before 2 comes out. It's very interesting game. Basically, you start out as this one chick who is trying to see meet her dead husband in What's that place? What's that place called again? Where Hela stays? In Thor. I can't remember what it is. No, like in Asgard, like Thor's sister. Like, what's that place that she stays at? Like, I can't remember what the place is called. Basically, she's trying to go down. She's trying to go meet her dead husband in hell, and it's kind of crazy because she has his head in a bag carrying around with her, so it's kind of creepy and interesting at the same time. But there is some comeback, so I'm like, okay, I like it. So, yeah.
Does she play in? Dang, I'm trying to think of all the freaking zones that they stayed in Gods of War that they got, because they got like Ramir. Dang, what's the shit? What's them things called? Now you got me thinking about that shit. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, because the game is based off the Norse mythology. So they got Asgard, Thor, Loki, what's that guy's name? Surtur. Yeah, Surtur. There we go. Because I did fought Surtur in the game, so it was pretty interesting.
Nilf, didn't she stay at? She's okay. So it was Nilfheim, Alfheim, Asgard, Midgard, Vanaheim, and I think that's it.
Yeah,
so she didn't stay in one of those rooms.
Yeah, she stays in Asgard. Well, she doesn't stay in Asgard. Sorry, Metalheim. She stays in Metalheim.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you had made me look that shit up because I was all like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "It was." I was thinking about it and I couldn't think of it either.
Yeah, but, she's down from Metalheim and she's basically going to hell
to go to meet her husband. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. The only thing I really played was I played it Grounded. I built that shit up. They got a new update where they fucking got mosquitoes and bees on that shit now. So, yeah. So, everywhere you go, you gonna get fucked up now. But
really, spiders wasn't enough.
Yeah, no, the spider. I actually can beat them spiders now.
Well, yeah. As long as you get like gears and stuff, you can only beat the spiders, and it's not like they're not beatable. It's just that they're annoying as fuck to beat.
Yeah, and then I was playing so I actually beat night 4 on Five Nights at Freddy's, but I can't beat that. I can't beat the 5th night, and I'm at that point where I'm not fucking with that shit no more because it's just too much. Like they move too fast, and it's impossible to beat that shit, or it seemed that way for me. So, well, other than that, I guess we can get Bo's news. You got any news for us, Bo?
Yeah, I do have some news. Let's see. I did have it all pulled up in here. Where did I put that to now? Oh yeah, I do have a couple news. One for like some for Netflix, and then some like for Disney Plus and all that kind of stuff. So pretty sure you guys already seen, but Pacific Rims is getting a anime CG anime type of shit going on Netflix. So I don't know how I feel about that. I did watch the trailer. It kind of, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. But then again, I wouldn't like judge until I actually see like the first couple of episodes. But then again, Pacific Rims, I don't know why they wouldn't have like a CGI anime for it, because they could just, I mean, Pacific Rims was just basically a movie that had a beginning and end. That's it. There's nothing that they need to like do. There's no really like main character in both of the movies. Like there were some returning characters, yeah, but none of them were like a main character. So, I mean,
yeah, CGI. I'm not sure how I feel about that CGI.
Yeah, me either.
Some CGI anime is okay, and some just look. Oh.
Yeah, some of them are okay. Like I said, it just depends on how it starts out. Like if it starts out good, then I'll give it a chance. But if not, I'll be like, yeah, it's not really worth it. But yeah, and also I did read up upon that Disney Plus. There's rumors that are going around that Marvel's Agent of Shield may return to Disney Plus with would mixed up in the MCU, but we don't know about that yet. They say there's talks about it, but rumors can be rumors until they actually have it confirmed shit about it. Like the Spider-Man rumor that's going on, they're gonna have Tobey Maguire and and Andrew Garfield in there. Was as of right. I mean, it hasn't been confirmed though if they're gonna play Spider-Man or not. But until then, it's just all rumors to me until I see a trailer of it on TV or something. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. What was I gonna see? Oh yeah, so we all know Marvel's Avengers game is not looking so great, but I think this week they did shed some light on what they're going to do in the future. So basically, they have shit that basically has reference to World Hawk and Hawkeye, who basically had connections to the World Hawk as well. The Avengers game, the ending of the story basically had continuation to the point that the Kree is involved in this story. So, which basically tells us that during the future of Avengers gameplay, they will have storylines that does involve the Kree, and with that in it, I'm like, sure, okay, because if they're gonna have Inhumans and kind of stuff, they need to put in the Inhuman characters, because I know they do they release 3 DLC characters. The next one is going to be Hawkeye, who will be using a sword and a bow, so that'll be interesting to try. Although it's basically so basically what Kate Bishop does, but she basically has a teleport, so she can teleport like Nightcrawler, so which is pretty cool. The one thing that I do want to see in the future is how they're going to put in because I know the Kree is involved. Are they going to put in Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, Lockjaw, the Humans, Quake? How they going to put them all in there? Because I know that War Machine is already confirmed as a playable character, and Winter Soldier, and Falcon, so that'll be. And also, if you have the PS4 version, they have PlayStation version, they're gonna have Spider-Man, so that's still up in the air right now. So Spider-Man is not yet being talked about yet. So Spider-Man is eventually gonna come out eventually. But yeah, they did shed some light on that. The World Hawk looks pretty World Hawky, how he talks, because they did show a trailer of him and Hawkeye had a 10 seconds or 20 seconds show of them, and it just basically World Hawk just talking and saying something, and then Hawkeye just turns around and see that it's Hawk. So little teaser. What else do I got? Genshin Impact, they released a new update today, basically adding a new character. They added more stories to it, so you basically now add a story, an event called the Lantern Rite, which should come out next week. If you don't know what the Lantern Rite is, it's basically something that does happen, I think, once a year in China, where basically you make witches and you basically make your wishes in a lantern and then let it float in the air. So, which is pretty cool that they incorporate that in the game. So, I look forward to playing that event on the Genshin Impact, because basically everything in Genshin Impact is all related. It's all based on real stuff that's in China and China. So, but yeah. And then next week, they're gonna, and one more thing, next week on Destiny 2, there'll be a new season called Seasons of the Chosen. Basically, they released a new trailer for it today. Basically, it's Zavala talking to the Cabal female, who basically is trying to form an alliance with the Guardians, and Zavala is fuck no, we ain't gonna be alliance with you. And then they'll look like they're about to fight, and that was the end. And that was like the end of the trailer. And they just show like a bunch of shit that comes with it. So I look forward to it. So Destiny 2 next week, new season, new weapons, new armor, new story. I know everyone is going to hate. I don't know if they'll hate him or not, but basically, if you play Destiny 2, you know what I'm talking about. Damn, I forgot his name. The blue fucking guy.
I ain't played Destiny, so I'm not tracking on that.
I know him.
I played Destiny, so
Lost told me knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, basically, the guy who killed K6 is now a Guardian. So, I know how everyone feels about that, but you know, when you listen to this episode, leave your comments on Twitter on our page to tell us how you feel about that. But yeah, basically, he's going to be like a Guardian, and he's currently now going to be in the tower. So, but yeah, that's all I got for bold news. And if you want to keep in touch of, well, basically, tell me what kind of games you like based on our episodes. Since we talk about MMO and RPG games, like leave a comment on Twitter. You know, tell us what kind of MMO or RPG games you guys like to play. Do you guys like to play like RPG games that has like MMO into it, like, you know, where like the Division or Destiny 2, or you just like to play like RPG games like you could just like explore the world and just play the way you want to be, like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest or that kind of game. Let us know what kind of like role-playing games you guys enjoy playing. And that's all I got.
Okay. So we had video game talk. We had Bo's news. You guys want to plug all y'all Twitches and social medias and everything like that?
yeah, Bo.
All right, so you can catch me on Twitch. Bo done did it. I basically stream on either Tuesdays or Wednesdays and sometimes on the weekends. I just play whatever game I'm playing right currently, and I do try to play like experiment and try other games out. So I'm not usually playing one game or the other, but usually if I do, you know what type of games I play. So you see a game I'm streaming and I'm playing, then you know what kind of game it is I'm playing. So, but yeah, I'll definitely like try and stream more often, and I'll try to. Probably won't try to stream more of the medium because I know some people will want to try to see, you know, want to like play the game themselves, but I know people will still watch it so I was still trying to stream the medium and let you guys see how is that way you can like have an idea if you still like the game or if you like, you know, just rather just watch someone play it like me. So but yeah, check me out on my Twitch channel and don't be scared to subscribe and follow me. That way you know when I'm streaming. And is Bo done did it. Basically, how I sound it is how it's spelled. If you can't spell that, I'm sorry for you. I don't know what to tell you. So that's
Okay. Alpha?
Oh, you can follow me on my Linktree, linktr.ee/a_alpha. All my socials on there.
Okay. And I was already doing that. You can follow me, ScubaSteve1428 on all social media, and you can follow me. You can add me on PlayStation, Xbox, and all that stuff at ScubaSteve1428 as well. And then we're gonna do a spotlight for a certain. We have a fan, listener of the pod. And his YouTube channel is King Chambers 05. Please make sure y'all check that out. He's a streamer and he's streaming video games. He's a pretty dope person. So he's one of Cam's relatives as well, apparently. So I didn't know she tried to sneak that in there, tried to make it seem like it was just a guest, but look at her. Just try to sneak that family member in there. But other than that, man, I hope everybody had a good week. Make sure y'all watch anime, use the hashtag the Watchers 100. And other than that, we out, man.
Deuces.
I see you.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. So we got all that.